Hey guys, I hope you're doing good. We got War of the Dork episode 31 today. And let me just say, last war we had OMG's Greenhouse on a 30 mil punch up. We took that off. We knew we were going to come at this one and win it no matter who we had to face. And so Scopely was like, here's Legion and it's 137 million punch up and have fun and your war week is ruined. So I did a bunch of extra attacks anyway to test all their 900k war defense teams. It goes pretty terrible for me, but there's some cool stuff that we'll share and we'll get into it, starting with this attack. And this is a Symbiotes versus Symbiotes on about 170k punch up, I think it was. I've had success with this match before. Not today. And watch, so Venom gets targeted twice, and we got Striker on Symbiote Spider-Man apparently. I guess that's really good for war, clearly, if they attack the same target. So Venom gets knocked low, and Anti-Venom actually targets him too, because why not? You steal that offense up for everybody, and my team falls apart before they can do anything. So, if I'm slurring my words, it's because I had to drink ever since this war happened, because it just felt horrible, and there's got to be a better way for these guys to enjoy war, and for nobody to have to go through this absolute atrocious experience. Like, come on, figure this out, because we might as well have just not logged in, because there's no chance of winning this war at any point. 137 million punch up. I didn't know Wave 1 Avengers could give you a hard time at 900k with Black Order. We'll get into that. It's good times, this war. So, yeah, enemy Symbiotes, they just got the train rolling. They just did their thing. There was no outplaying this to get it back. So, I'm going to hit cancel there. So, attack number 11, apparently, why not? This is attack number 2. And I'm throwing my Secret Avengers at this. You know why? Because they're awesome, and they're the newest team, so they need to beat every other team that came before them, if I'm not incorrect in my Scopely translation. So, who am I looking for here? I'm looking for Psylocke. Just because I don't have Maria Hill built, Psylocke does absolutely nothing in this matchup. Now, with Fury, you want to go ahead and use your special. You want to give defense up, but most importantly, you want to give speed to Kestrel. So any moment now, I should wake up and do that. Here you go. Kestrel now has speed. She's going before everybody. We'll put the special over here. And now Captain Sam goes. Boom, boom, boom. Scream's gone. So they don't get the speed up from an enemy dying or from anybody dying, because Scream is the one who activates that. Sharon Carter does her thing. Venom dies. Psylocke's real only contribution here is proccing a Kestrel passive, which Ravager Boomer could have done, and I'm going to build up my Ravager Boomer just for this occasion where we fight Legion. I think that makes sense, and I'm going to do it. Level 80, gear 15. Payday tonight. Let's do it. So, as you see, there's no real strategy to this, guys. It's basically just if you have a big Kestrel, you could probably punch up 500k on this team, so long as whatever Symbiotes you leave over aren't wrecking you so much that Carnage passive is decimating you. So, like, I have a 6 red star Kestrel, and I feel comfortable punching up 500k on that team. That was a 300k punch up. Call it a 500k punch if you want, because Psylocke did nothing. And here's attack number 3. And we're doing a 100k punch up. This is my skilletary Falcon+Doom team, and I'm doing a Uncanny Cap Sam Doom, and it was pretty scary because I didn't know how Cap Sam's ultimate was going to affect this match, so I had to be a little careful with it. And what I do here is I use the special. I want to knock some of these deflects off. Not all of them though, because my Falcon is going to go ahead and just eat that up for speed meter, which is great. I now have Doom. Now the thing about this is Cap Sam is probably going to kill my Doom bot, so I might as well have just used the special there. But that's okay. We try and ability block Cap Sam to stop that speed, but we weren't so lucky. But here's the thing. OG Falcon is much, much better at feeding speed than the new Cap Sam. New Cap Sam is just better at everything else. So what we do here is we see if we can't take out the Phoenix before Doom takes his ultimate, because then we could have killed Dark Phoenix and Doom at the same time. Not so lucky. Punisher just wasn't quite there yet. But Colossus didn't get his taunt up. So now we're going to kill this Doom, kill a bunch of people with him, and we're going to pray that Punisher's next 3 turns are enough to do work. I actually waste one of the basic attacks from Doom on the Colossus to see if I can flip that stuff, but the extra resist is just too much. It's kind of just a Hail Mary, and it didn't work out, which is just fine. Punisher's going to take a beating here with that defense down and the Colossus passive. So Punisher just barely holds on, luckily. We get a big heal because he's skeletal, and Red Guardian gives him a bunch of good stuff. Still stuck behind this Colossus, unfortunately. But the speed from Black Widow is super big. And that's why, guys, I always say, like, speed in war is how you win war fights. So here, I actually didn't lose anybody, and I'm so surprised that Punisher somehow survived that. Or maybe just because I'm awesome, and they're like, he's fighting Legion, so let's let his characters cheat and survive abilities they have no right surviving. Punisher's ult is back up because of the ability energy he got taking all those extra turns with Doom. And there you go. So that's a 100k punch up against a pretty scary hybrid Doom team. But OG Falcon and Doom, they do work, and that's why I love them together. And with Red Guardian and Black Widow speeding everything up, it works really, really well. So here's attack number 4. About a 250k punch up into Wave 1 Avengers with X Factor. Now I thought this was for sure going to fail, because it was in reactor and I wasn't going to be able to get defense up in time. But again, I always sell short my X Factor, my 2 T4 X Factor. And they just go to town on this. So I don't bother using the ultimate because I know the defense up isn't going to land anyway. So we put the defense down on them instead. Hawkeye evaporates. I don't know how. I use the ultimate from Longshot where I would normally use the special just to take Thor out. Now the defense up will land, and so will the sword on Captain Marvel's forehead, because she's gone. So we're just getting like infinite turns here. Let's summon some more dupes. Let's get that offense up out there. No T4 in that yet. I'd love to do that, but I'm working on Secret Avengers now for T4s, and they need like 10. They're so good though. You saw that Symbiote video. It's worth it. And there goes Hulk. So that was a giant punch up. It took less than a minute. Well, 59 seconds. It took a minute. So you're going to notice everything's a punch up. Literally everything. Here comes attack number 5. And this is another big punch up. This is against Marauders, but with Scientist Supreme as the 5th. And I'm using my Zemo, Silver Surfer, Hela hybrid. I throw in Ultron for the fun, and I throw in Loki for the enemy resist reduction. And that's going to help Zemo land his stuff, Silver Surfer land his stuff, and Hela spread it all. So there you go. We actually do land the defense down on Strife, which is amazing, because now Silver Surfer is going to land that ability block, and Hela's going to spread it to everybody, and then we walk over this giant punch up like nothing. So there you go. We spread a bunch of stuff. I guess Mystique dodged it. Good for her. Strafe comes back up from the Scientist Supreme, which is super annoying, and he gets his taunt back up. But that's alright. We continue our adventure. Got to break through this barrier on the Strife now. We actually have the offense down. Somehow my speed bot didn't go first. I'm guessing that's because of Greg deaths along the way. Some kind of weird interaction there before the bots were summoned. Not my favorite interaction. But Silver Surfer did get offense up from one of the bots, so he goes and he says, Strafe, get out of here. You're not needed anymore. Offense down Hela comes in, does work anyway. Emma gets beat up, and we're just, yeah. If you die from a basic, from Loki with offense down, and you're a giant Emma, get lost. There goes Sinister, and now we have, what is this, 9 units against the poor Mystique. So, she won't be too happy about this. And guys, one thing my alliance did that I actually really agree with, if you get matched up into a stupid match like this, 137 million punch up, just go for reactor and go for bridge. Get your season points as high as you can. We had the 2 punch ups back to back, which really screws with our season ranking. We got to win the next 4 if we have any hope of top 100 this season. So make sure you're getting as much points in as you can. Here comes attack number 6. And this is Shadowlands, and this is a 100k punch up into a Marauders team. There's no Emma here. There's Ghost. I don't know if that makes it harder or easier, to be honest with you. My Shadowlands was built too late, and there's just not a lot of Emma teams. There actually was a lot of Emma teams that I could have used in this war, but none when I was ready to use Shadowlands. So yeah, there goes White Tiger. She ability blocks the Mr. Sinister, but that doesn't really matter because well, we're gonna try to land a slow on Ghost here. No, we're gonna take out Sinister. I think that's the right move. Make sure you secure your kills while you can. Love that interaction Shadowlands has with the mind controls. Say no thank you. And my big concern here is that this is a giant Ghost, and she might come and just wreck my day. 7 red star, 200k Ghost. So I know that ult's gonna hurt. So I'm just trying to like clear the board before I have to deal with that. So there goes the big old Sabretooth. White Tiger just demolished him. Here goes the Strife. Next we got Mystique. I think my White Tiger gets to go first. Yeah, there you go. The counters are going to beat up the Mystique pretty good. And White Tiger will finish it off before Ghost comes in. Big damage. Not as big as I would have thought. And I think that's in big part to Moon Knight's passive. So I really recommend that. That extra life on Shadowlands, who are super squishy, is really great. We land a Disrupt on Ghost, which is super good. Stops some of the dodges anyway. And we also land a heal block, which is really good. So I'm not going to heal while we beat that butt up. There she goes. So that was a big punch up. No Emma. Again, I don't know what that means for the difficulty of the match. I imagine having to deal with the Emma and the Sinister first turns are harder than having to prep for the Ghost ult. Then we got a 60k punch down. Infinity Watch into Heroes for Hire. So this is a straight auto match. I definitely should have hit auto. I wish I could show you guys some of the teams that we saw, but I figured that'd be a pretty jerk move to put their defense teams on blast in case they didn't want to see that. But it was pretty impressive, the amount of random garbage that they had at 900k. Just look at it, like Battle Hero Brawlers with like 2 of the Secret Avengers and then like Ghost Rider and stuff. Like, come on. Just nutty. I don't know if that's Red Star's luck or if that's Red Star's money, or I don't know. But pretty ridiculous. I'm just kind of trying to figure out here who I want to put this slow on. Again, I'm overthinking this so much just because it's against Legion, I guess. Really should have just hit auto, kill the Drax, just let it do its thing. Should have targeted Iron Fist here to get a reset. That was a misplay. If you want to play it out, really. Colleen's got the 1 charge left. Yeah, in this matchup, again, like, it doesn't really matter if it's Infinity Watch and it's a reasonable punch up, but if you're not using Infinity Watch, you really want to kill that Colleen first. You want to control the other members, kill the Colleen. Once Colleen's down, their big threat is gone. I don't know what the hell just happened to Gamora, but she has 1% life, but it's still a green bar. So I really don't know in Scopely's visual bug environment what that means, if she's at full life or if she's at no life. Alright, so there goes the Colleen, which is great. Okay, I guess Gamora was almost dead, but now she's back up with that drain mechanic. And we turned our attention to the Misty Knight. Yeah, I can see the Heroes for Hire Drax version giving hybrids a big problem, similar like Red Guardian would. But in the Heroes for Hire matchup, he instantly gets that cleansed off from the Nebula assist on the second attack. And then he'll get disrupt if you're using Adam Warlock's special. So he's kind of a non-factor in the H verse in Infinity Watch. Okay, we finally put it on auto. Thank God. Watch how much faster this goes now. Without my dumb meatball brain trying to overthink this. Just way better. There you go. Violet Veil smoked him so hard that Death Proof just evaporated. Must have been a Phantom buff. So, we're doing pretty good. We lost one match. A match that I've won before, but we'll probably never ever take again. Here's attack number 8. This is a pretty big punch up, 150k. The reason this match will work, oh, sorry for that, is because they're not boosted. So there's no deflex to worry about. I go ahead and I cleanse the defense up off of them. This must have been in engineering. And I use the basic from Domino you see there to get them lower. Now my option here now is to ability block the Hawkeye. Stop him from using his special, clearing my offense up. And also make sure someone gets knocked into yellow for X23 to come do her thing. So we go here. We got striker bonus on Cable, so this should be a double hit. There you go. And now X23 doesn't care about your taunt Hulk. She goes, she rips apart Hawkeye, almost rips apart the Thor. My big Negasonic, who I just put to gear tier 15, puts in work. So there goes Thor. Here goes Captain Marvel. Time for her to get out of here. Boom, boom. I'm going to bring Deadpool to gear tier 15 too. Not because they're the best team in the game, and not because they really deserve the mutant gear. I just love them. I love Deadpool. I love how fun these matches are when you catch the enemy off guard when they don't have a boost up. But here you go. So this is a 150k punch up. Really would never have worked in a boosted room. Certainly wouldn't have worked in like bridge. That'd be death. So there you go. Score looks a lot closer than it actually is because we took the bridge and reactor out, like I said. So here comes attack number 9. Now this is a, what, 200? No, not even. This is a 140k punch up. It's in engineering. This is Black Order against Wave 1 Avengers, and you really would have thought this should have worked. Let's, I haven't rewatched this, so let's see how bad I misplay it. They have immunity from what? Coulson gives immunity to shield members, I guess. Okay. Fair point. That must be it. So Corvus Glaive is gone without getting a turn. Obviously couldn't put the offense down on the team there because of the immunity that I was just talking about. Thanos is going to try and flip here. Hey, look, Hulk resisted, and that's going to be a theme here. The 6 red star Hulk apparently has infinite resist. We try and peel off the taunt, not so lucky, so we get smashed by Thor. But now we have the Ebony Maw ult, which is good. That should peel the taunt off. It does. Now we're looking at Thor. He's got that defense up, so we're going to hold off on using the ult just yet. Maybe should have just pulled the trigger on that to try and avoid the Coulson flip and everything. But they all had blind over there anyway, so they weren't going to do much. Thor gets the stun off on Thanos, because why wouldn't he? Bunch of misses there. That was a misplay. I think I was so mad at this point in this war that I just stopped thinking straight. So Thor is just wrecking booty right now. Finally, we get the ult up. We're going to throw it out, hopefully take the Thor out. Getting pretty close, but the healing from these 2 tanks is just incredible. So we have a stun up and a rewind right now, but I feel like I really want to avoid any more smashes, so I basic the Thor away. Next, I look at the Hawkeye. Maybe I should have went for Coulson here. We're blinded, so we're not going to use anything just yet. We got a rewind and a stun, so let's try and make use out of it. Hopefully, okay, probably should have threw it on the Hulk there, but that's okay. We do get the rewind on Captain America. Hulk taunts, but he's got that vulnerable, so hopefully Ebony peels it off. But no, why would he peel off the buff I wanted to peel off? That doesn't make any sense. So Hulk is, he's a jerk this matchup, but you'll see. And we're running pretty low on time. Cull is so close to dead here. We're going to flip all these things, or at least try and flip these things. You see a bunch of resists over there because, I mean, a 7 red star Thanos, that focus is terrible. You should really fix your freaking game, Scopely. So now we got the 2 tanks. We have 4 members. We're going to win this fight, right? Let's get an offense. Nope, resisted. Let's try and peel some stuff off. Nope, resisted. Okay, well, no, he gets taunted back. Okay, cool. Okay. Here we go. Offense up. Ma getting beat up pretty good. We had 2 hero controllers that gave a bunch of barrier, but Hulk doesn't care. Hulk says puny alien telepath guy and smashes him into nothingness. But it's okay, you know, we still got Proxima, we can do some peels, we can get a stun and some slow and time rewind and everything, and oh no, Hulk's gonna focus out the exact right person that I don't want him to focus out. Oh cool, he's got, counter, so I gotta kill myself now. Okay, and now we're down to this. I'm gonna speed this up. This is unwinnable at this point with the healing they do. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, pretty salty about this loss. Did I play it wrong? Yeah, there's some things I could have done better. I don't think I would have won anyway, though. Just the healing circle jerk these 2 tanks get into. So this was fun to rewatch. I like reliving trauma. It's good times. Here's attack number 10. And this is a giant punch-up. This is about 170k punch-up. This is the astonishing X-Men against a proper Emmarauders. Non-boosted. I don't know how much the boost would have changed this matchup. So we're stuck behind the strafe. Let's go ahead and put offense up on our Jubilee. Try and help her land a stun. Nope, Kitty's going to take that away. Slow from the Emma Frost, but that's okay. Beast will at least cleanse all these slows and the defense down. Yeah, this was in security as well, by the way. Everyone has immunity, so let's go ahead and throw the ult anyway. Why not? Sabretooth demolishes my entire team, and here's my saving grace, is some reason Sinister chose Beast. And that's going to be pretty critical as to why we can pull this off. So we got a stun up now. We'll stun the Time Traveler Strife. We don't want to deal with his ability block coming in hot. Let's give offense up to our Bishop. And if we kill this Beast, then we're going to be just fine. Get a bunch of speed from that, and we get rolling. So we do get the call from Iceman, which is very helpful. We'll try and stun Sabretooth here without crashing the game like the last war. Successfully done. Let's go ahead and throw some immunities out here to stop Sabretooth from getting his death proof if we get to knock him low enough. Beast will cleanse some of this stuff, give us a big heal. We're beating up Sabretooth mostly because I saw how much damage he did to us on his ult. I just don't want that to happen again. And the special from Jubilee really hits harder than people give it credit for, which I think is great. But here comes a blind, and this was pretty scary. Had my Jubilee died there, then this would have been done. But we get the Bishop out, which gives us a bunch of speed. Beast is going to bring my Jubilee back from the brink. And now let's go and beat up the Strafe. He gets out of that stun, we're just going to lock behind his taunt, and he's going to get healed up like crazy from Sinister. So we got to try and deal with that while we can. There's immunities over there. Past me, don't use your basic there. Thank you. And here we go. We'll use the offense down because, I don't know, buttons are fun to hit. We're blinded here, so we don't use the stun. We can actually peel some of the buffs off on the other side if we basic there. No, we're going to go for the strafe finish. Probably a good idea. Jubilee gets really low again, but Beast, just an absolute all-star. He's a beast, if you will. And let's see if we can take this guy out. We do, and that's great. Now we get to use a slow on Emma. That'll stop her from slowing us down any further. And now we'll get to stun the Emma. So even if... Oh, no, resisted. I have offense up. Why did that get resisted? That's not fair or fun. But we got 2 minutes left, and we're in a winning position, so we hit auto, and we just let it go. And this is a great example of why Astonishing X-Men are amazing. There's a lot of war defense teams Astonishing X-Men can handle that people aren't aware of. Including, very sketchy though, Heroes for Hire on like 150k punch down. But once Heroes for Hire starts reaching the 500k range, it's really not worth it because Colleen, especially big Colleens, that team's just ridiculous. I'm not playing while I'm driving here, guys. I'm actually going with my wife for an extra ultrasound there. So you see that navigation. Don't worry, I'm not putting people in danger. So here's attack number 11. Now I will say, guys, attack number 11 and attack number 12, spoiler alert, I add 0 damage done to my total. We retry the symbiote fight, and the same thing happens again. Venom gets hit twice, and it's a Striker Symbiote Spider-Man. Striker Symbiote Spider-Man is interesting. I guess I'll have to look into that. I don't know if it's for war, if these guys are doing it for raids too, but if they're doing it for raids, probably a reason for that. So there goes Venom. I have the choice here, bring Venom back or get a bunch of buffs. Probably should have just got a bunch of buffs. We'll bring Venom back. Look, once you have a death and the enemy team has all these people into yellow, they have so much more speed bar than you, it's really impossible. And then you get the speed reduction from the enemy scream. Whoever gets the ball rolling first is going to win this all the time. So what we could try and do here is we can try and ability block Symbiote Spider-Man, stop that ult. But of course, the one thing that the anti-venom glance from the enemy Symbiote Spider-Man is the ability block. Because why wouldn't it be the ability block? I think the AI for Legion gets dialed up. Keep these Krakens happy. Bam, good for them. You see, I'm just doing 0 damage to them. With their Venom, that defense up, the size of the punch up, I think this was like a 300k punch up. I was dead in the water here. I don't even know what to do. Should have just quit the match. That's what I could have done. And just not use my energy. No point. We got a stun, so we'll try and stun somebody here. Go for the Scream. Should have went for the Venom, eh? I don't think it would have mattered. I think Eddie Venom was going to bleed out anyway. So there you go. Everyone got beat up. Again, this is fun to rewatch. Yeah, I'm not doing Symbiotes versus Symbiotes and punch-ups anymore. Just not doing it.
Everything changes.
Alright, moving on. Let's go. Here's attack number 12. I didn't even bother. This is like a 100k punch up. There's only 4 of the Heroes for Hire members. I don't think I get a turn here. So there goes Invisible Woman. Colleen's doing her bleed thing. There goes, or sorry, there goes Captain Marvel, but also there goes Invisible Woman. Oh hey, Phoenix gets a turn. That's dope. Hey, Blackbolt gets a turn too. That's dope too. But like I said, with the symbiotes and with the Heroes for Hire, just because of the way they heal and how fun their mechanics are in war, I actually had 0 damage to my total. So when I did my 10th attack, I had the same stat line as when I did 12 attacks, except more losses. I'm pretty salty about this one, guys, but I can't wait for it tonight. We're going to go in. The entire alliance is going to go on, and we're going to kick some butt, pending we don't get matched against Legion again. But yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. So check me out on Twitch tonight. We'll try and pick up the attitude. Red got the MVP. He H'd out like 250k more damage than I did on 1 less attack. Good for Red. Red's a great player. Love that guy. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, because you like Salt, go ahead, like and subscribe. I like to do these war videos, and I like to put out some other content every once in a while. I got a couple of things like those ready to go. I just got to get some game footage for them and put it together, and it's just baby coming. It's getting pretty tough, but I still love doing this. I actually love this game still. Roadmap didn't change that for me. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.